July 20th, 1969. The world watched as humanity took its first step on the moon. "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," said Neil Armstrong, etching these words into the fabric of history. The United States claimed victory, having put two men on the lunar surface, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. But from the beginning, some have questioned, did we really go to the moon? Or was it all an elaborate hoax to win the Cold War? In this documentary, we explore both sides of the argument. Moon rock samples. The lunar rocks brought back by Apollo missions are unlike any material found on Earth. They exhibit isotopic compositions that can only form in the vacuum of space, proving that they came from the moon, not Earth. Over 380 kilograms of rocks were collected, and they continue to be studied by scientists to this day. The waving flag. A popular piece of evidence against the moon landing is the image of the American flag seemingly waving in the vacuum of space. But there is no wind on the moon. Critics argue that this means the footage must have been staged. However, experts believe the flag appears to ripple because of the way it was disturbed by the astronauts while being planted, with no atmosphere to dissipate the movement. Retroreflectors. Left on the moon. Apollo astronauts placed retroreflectors on the moon, devices designed to reflect lasers sent from Earth. These reflectors are still active today. Scientists use them to measure the distance between the Earth and the moon with incredible accuracy, providing concrete proof that humans have been to the moon. The lunar module's lack of crater. Many skeptics point out the absence of a large crater beneath the lunar module after its landing. They argue that such a heavy craft should have left a noticeable indentation in the moon's surface. But the truth is, the moon's low gravity and the wide dispersal of exhaust gases from the module's descent engines made a visible crater unlikely.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Photographic evidence of the moon's surface. The photographs taken during the Apollo missions, some of which are in extremely high resolution, show remarkable detail of the lunar surface. These images include the shadows cast by objects on the moon, and experts assert that the lighting and angles are consistent with being taken under the moon's unique light conditions. Not a film set. The Van Allen radiation belt. Some critics argue that astronauts could not have passed through the Van Allen radiation belts, which surround the Earth and contain lethal doses of radiation. NASA, however, explains that the Apollo spacecraft flew through a safe corridor within the belts, and the astronauts were only exposed for a short time, minimizing the risk. The moon's dust behavior. During the Apollo missions, astronauts described the moon's dust as fine and powdery. The way this dust behaves when disturbed is consistent with the moon's low gravity and lack of atmosphere. On Earth, similar dust behaves differently. This is strong evidence that the astronauts were truly on the moon. The flag's shadow inconsistency. Skeptics often point to the inconsistent shadows in the photographs of the Apollo missions, arguing that they imply artificial lighting was used. In reality, the moon's uneven surface and the single light source, our sun, caused the shadows to behave unpredictably, just as they would in any outdoor natural setting.
Part 2, more interesting than Part 1, will be ready soon. Don't miss it.